What's going on, everyone? Today is All Request Thursday, and you know what that means. We'll be playing the songs of the artists you picked throughout the show. Now let's get you caught up to date on what's making news. In Sumatra, Indonesia, World Health Organization officials suspect a case of human-to-human bird flu transmission in an extended family. Callie Carlin has more.
7 members of a family in rural Indonesia have died from avian flu, the most recent on Monday. Doctors are trying to determine whether the flu was spread person to person or if each individual caught it from pigs or poultry.
It has all the earmarks, frankly, of human-to-human transmission, however, in a very close, tight circumstance where there was very intensive exposure.
There is no evidence the bird flu strain called H5N1 has mutated. A mutation might mean more efficient human-to-human transmission, raising concern for a pandemic.
The virus is the same old poultry virus that we're familiar with. It has not mutated. This is not a new strain.
I wanted to know what teens in the U.S. think about bird flu, so I spoke to students at Centennial High School in Circle Pines, Minnesota. What questions do you have about bird flu?
What are we supposed to do if it gets the United States? I don't think I'd eat chicken anymore at all. I drop chicken.
I spoke to Secretary of Agriculture Mike Johans for the answers.
Let's say it's discovered. You pick up the paper tomorrow and we've identified a flock here in the U.S. that has high-path avian influenza. What I want people to understand is poultry is safe to eat. The risk of that going into your food supply is really minimal. But even having said that, cooking poultry kills virus.
Just let us know what we can do, just to be prepared for it.
Definitely, if you like it raw, don't eat it raw. Our advice has always been to properly prepare and cook poultry. It is making sure that as you're cutting that poultry, you're not making the salad right next to it.
The case in Indonesia is the largest cluster of deaths from avian influenza officials have seen. But despite the deaths there, the pandemic alert level has not changed. In other news, the controversial immigration bill is close to being passed in the Senate.
Yesterday, the Senate voted to restrict the debate on the immigration bill. Now, opponents will have fewer opportunities to try and stop the legislation. The Senate could pass the bill as early as today. The bill calls for tougher security along the U.S.-Mexico border. It would also allow illegal immigrants who have been in the country for over 5 years to be eligible for American citizenship.
And for more on the immigration debate, check out the interactive report at channel1.com. Just go online and click on Crossing the Border. On a related topic, the singular question of the day we asked you yesterday was, should English be the national language of the United States? 76% of you said yes, and 24% of you said no. Connor Berry from Utah voted with the majority.
I think English should be our official language. That way we can become more united under one language instead of under 50.
John Ager from Minnesota does not agree. He wrote us saying, the American Constitution gives all citizens the freedom of speech. This also includes the freedom to speak the language that we want. Making English the official language may create a false sense of superiority of English-speaking people over people using other languages.
Since Channel 1 News used your comments on the air, Singular will be sending you a GoPhone pay-as-you-go with 3 months of service.
Alright guys, yesterday we gave you an inside look at what goes into making a video game, but not all games are created just for fun. We'll explain in a moment.
This has been Singular's Question of the Day.
We want a cell phone.
I don't care about the bill. I just want a cell phone.
I want to text my friends.
Daddy, I want to hear the voices. Don't be afraid. It's just a cell phone.
I won't go over my minutes. I promise.
Afraid to get your kid a cell phone? Get GoPhone from Singular. Pay as you go with cash or pick your plan with debit or credit. GoPhone comes with everything but a scary bill.
Thanks for my GoPhone. Now can we talk about the convertible?
Only from Singular, raising the bar.